The day I've been waiting for what, like a couple months now?
Oh, come on, give me a break.
Couple weeks? We've been waiting a couple weeks. Yeah,
but you weren't in really a big hurry.
So I got Dustin from Industrial Injection here. You guys might remember him. We went and did a tour up there at Industrial Injection in Salt Lake City, and we went and actually saw the 12-valve Cummins getting built that he is bringing to us today. So we're gonna get it out of the truck.
Now
we're
you
gonna
guys
unbox
are gonna
it.
get to see it.
Yes, I am so excited. You guys might have seen a sneak peek of the wrapping in last Monday's video, but now we get to actually unload it. And
I've never seen it.
No, and then, so he's gonna help us unload it. We're gonna show you guys everything, and then we're gonna go through
I don't know why you picked
everything.
Cummins red, but
If it's red, Fred is now bled. So anyway, we got a forklift out here. Let's get this thing unloaded.
let's get her.
All right, we're gonna attempt to do this without hitting his truck. All right, now we need to figure out how to get that inside Fred. I know you guys love King Fred, but this bad boy right here, I think is just as cool as what we're working on in this video. But I want to tell you guys, we're in the final weekend of our 1972 Chevy giveaway because it ends Monday at midnight. That's right, December 9th. This truck's going to one of you, and I want it to be you. So head over to RobbieLayton.com, get yourself entered. For every $5 you spend, you're getting an entry. Now this 1972 Chevy, if you've been living under a rock, you don't know what it is. This is a one-owner truck. The guy I bought it from was his grandpa's. It was handed down to him. It is the cleanest 72 Chevy I've ever had in my life. And I want it to be yours. I'm actually gonna be a little bit sad that it's gonna be going away, but I'm excited in the same breath because you're gonna have it. If you go to RobbieLayton.com, for every $5 you spend on the website, on our new merch, on our memberships, on stickers, anything, you're getting entered to win this bad boy. And I'm pretty sure that right now on the website, it's 30x entries. It's like the best deal we've had, and it's the end. So don't sleep on this, because I want you to win this. Go get entered. Do you know how long I've been waiting to get an industrial injection 12-valve Cummins? Literally since I met you, what, in like 2010?
Yeah, probably 20.
I've always,
09 or 2010.
long before YouTube, long before King Fred, I envisioned that one day I was going to have me an industrial injection 12-valve. And here it is. The day hath came.
And what better? I mean, look at you even.
Yeah,
I know
we
you were
came with
waiting.
the
I know
frame.
you were waiting for this thing because like you even got the truck ready for it.
It is ready. We got Dustin here.
It's your warranty documents. Don't worry about that. You won't need those.
Just kidding.
Throw those. You won't need.
We
that.
don't need instructions. So every one of their engines are serial numbered and they have a warranty packet. So the reason, I just want to explain to you guys, I am not a diesel guy. I know nothing about diesels. I don't claim to. I can't build them. I reached out to Dustin and I said, hey, this is what we want to do. We've got King Fred. The old 460 is just not cutting it. I think it needs a Cummins swap. It's Ford and Cummins. Get it? So anyway, he said absolutely, Industrial will get behind it. They'll do the engine. And then I reached out to our friends over at Diesel Conversion Specialists, it's DCS, and they were on board because they wanted Lincoln to have a Cummins Power Ford. Huh. So we reached out to our friends up at DCS, which is Diesel Conversion Specialists, and they hooked us up with everything we needed to put this industrial 12-valve into this 92 Ford. We've got a converter, we've got wiring harnesses, we've got tubes, I don't know what all we got. We're gonna look through that later. We'll show you guys everything from them, but I've waited my whole life for this. So let's just cut this open.
Cut her open. Let's see what's in here.
I got a really dull knife. Look at how good that looks. Holy cow. Woo-hoo-hoo.
Pretty sweet, huh? Red bushings, right? That's what you
Yeah,
said.
I saw the red bushings. Holy cow, look at that. They even color match the block with King Fred Harley Davidson blue.
And that doesn't spray very well on a block, just so you know. That's what my painter told me.
Oh yeah, no. It doesn't spray well on a freaking, on a truck either.
Just so you know, it's gonna be burned off right here on every one.
That's
That
fine
means
when
you're
we're,
getting in it.
when we're whoosh.
Yep, that means you're doing some towing. This is our Performance 12 valve. Comes with a ported head, it's got fire rings in it. It's got our coated pistons that we do in-house. We take and shot peen and polish the 12 valve rods with a ARP hardware through the whole thing. It's got a 12 millimeter girdle plate in it. So the motor, I needless to say, this motor is probably good for 1,000 plus horsepower, right in that range.
I like the sounds of that.
That's not where we're going with it, because it'll rip King Shred. It'll be King Shredded.
King Shredder instead of King
So-
Frederick.
We want to start with 550 horsepower. Pump set up for about 500. When we get it on the dyno, we can tune it in a little bit there and make sure that it's right where we want it. This is our fat shaft 62 with a billet, a forged mill wheel, the billet style wheel in it.
Holy cow. Even looks good.
So it's a 62-65, low EGTs. You'll be able to hook onto a car or a truck or whatever and just rip up these mountains and canyons and not have to worry about EGTs.
So awesome.
It's got all of our billet stuff we make. This is stuff I make all down in Richfield. The tappet cover and everything. And then the billet freeze plugs that are hidden on the other side.
It just looks so good. Everything about it looks awesome. What do you think, Adley? Does it look amazing?
Do you like it?
Yeah,
Tell him he did such a good job.
you did such a bad job.
That's not nice.
I actually just told people what to do.
All right, so the only thing I'm curious about, because everything is absolutely perfect, it's beautiful, I love it all, I want to cuddle it. Can we do like a CNC like cover that goes over this?
Something stamped out of that would be kind of cool too.
What if we did something like this that had industrial injection and then Robbie Lee?
Yeah, we can definitely do that.
I think it'd be cool to put industrial injection on one side, Robbie Layton on the other side, and King Fred.
That would,
Yeah, well, that's
that
what my
would be
original
sick.
drawing has. It says King Fred in it. So
That would be. All right. See, look, that's why we keep Hillbilly around, okay?
What are you wearing, Hillbilly?
Merch, the new merch.
That looks like you. Literally, that looks like Hillbilly. America! Now, again, you guys, industrial injection has a package. You buy this, you bolt it in, trouble-free, worry-free. You don't do anything. So for somebody like me that doesn't know anything about diesels, this is literally the reason we went with this option is I can't build a 12 valve. Diesel Conversion Specialist has all the bolt-on stuff for the application you're putting your 12 valve into. But if you just have a normal Dodge and you want to get your motor rebuilt and you know nothing about it, pull it out. Anyway, go to their website. Yeah, we'll have a link in the description. You can also use a code RLN and save yourself some money. And they sell oil. They sell all
Everything.
sorts of stuff. Like anything you can imagine, they sell turb skis. Okay?
injectors, our biggest thing is injectors, pumps, engine stuff. Pretty much anything if it's diesel related, we've got it. And if you don't find it on our website, give us a call.
Yeah, and you don't have to go buy a complete motor. They have everything. Fast fuel systems, they sell those. They sell Max MPG.
Which we're gonna have to put in this. So before you
Yes.
start it,
So
you
they
have
got
to
a
tell me
lot.
bits and-
They got a lot of cool stuff. Go to their website, check it out. But anyway, we got a lot of work to do. We're gonna get this off the pallet. I love it.
It'll be awesome, man.
Thank you.
Looking forward to it. I'll come back down when it's getting closer to start.
Make sure you guys go and thank Industrial Injection because they do have a YouTube channel. That will also be in the description. You guys asked for it. You're the one that told us. You're the one that corrupted me and said you should put a diesel in it. All I did was listen. And I listened to Hillbilly because he wanted to make Fords great again. And so he told me to put 12 valve Cummins in the Ford. That way we can agree that we love Fords now.
I said 12 valve or 7.3.
Oh, all right. Look how nice their stand is that they ship it to you on. Now, disclaimer, that does have a $300 cord charge, so if you don't ship it back and you want to keep it in your garage, they will charge you $300. But to me, that's worth the $300.
No, this is going to be a great engine. It's going to be about 550 horsepower to start with. We're going to get King Fred all built and running. They're going to bring it up to our shop. We've got an in-house chassis dyno where we'll tune it up, make sure everything's good on it. Maybe we'll pull a little more power out of it. Whatever feels right for the truck. It's going to be heavy truck, so we don't want too much power on it and have too many problems. But then maybe down the road we'll start doing some more stuff with it. So
Maybe we'll add another turbine right here.
Who knows?
Thank you.
Yeah, man.
I appreciate it. Thank you for building this.
Oh yeah.
Just be prepared to answer my phone 100,000 times.
Oh yeah. Luckily for you, I'm just down the road. All right. See you guys.
Thank you. This is so cool. I have no idea how to do it yet. But luckily, they're gonna have some good help from DCS and Industrial.
Okay, before I return the forklift back to our neighbors at Southwest Plumbing, I want to use it to go grab the transmission for King Fred because I don't feel like carrying it or dragging it. One of these days we need to look at Frank and see what's going on with Frank and actually fix it so we can use him. There bees the transmission. Okay, we'll take it right around to the mechanic shop. We'll return the forklift back to our neighbors.
All right, so it is the next day. Forgot to tell you guys that it's the next day yesterday, but what I did off camera is I basically took a mental note of every single thing that we have here. Everything that Industrial sent, everything from DCS, which is Diesel Conversion Specialists. Now I'm figuring out what I don't have. I don't have an AC pump. I don't have a PTO pump. So I ordered a PTO pump that goes to a Cummins from Dweezy. I bought that through Rocky Mountain Wrecker Sales. Now Rocky Mountain Wrecker Sales is who got us all the stuff for the bed. So you guys will see more about that once we get onto the bed. But that PTO pump goes right here and it runs off the 8-groove serpentine belt. So it integrates perfect, but we might have to figure something out with this water neck. This might have to go away. And then we just figure out our radiator hose. I don't know yet. We'll pass that bridge when we get to it. DCS sends us everything. We got a throttle pedal, we have intake, we have the diesel performance converter that's gonna go in the 4R100. We got braking oil from Industrial. DCS makes us so simple. They send us a manual on how to swap everything out. Shows us where the passenger and driver motor mount bolts go, shows that these mounts on the frame have to come off, and Hillbilly, for the record, wanted to take these off, and I told him no. So now he gets to take them off. With the DCS conversion, it comes with a standalone wiring harness, which is right here. You connect this to keyed power, you hook this up to your grid heater. This is your grid heater light. You hook this to your starter. This goes to your injection pump, that goes to your IAC, intake air control, something like that. Intake air temperature, goes right up there. We gotta get a sensor for it. And then this little pluggy poo right here goes to your factory Ford plug and it's integrated. Done. That simple. The transmission is a little bit less simple. Oh, these are tack inputs and swap helper output. Anyway, I don't think we use these three, but that's fine. The transmission controller is gonna be a little bit more difficult because we gotta splice a bunch of wiring to get it to integrate into the Ford. All of these wires have to be wired into the truck harness. That'll be fun, but they're all labeled. Tells you every single wire, location, and then you got an awesome manual that shows you everything that the wiring and where it goes. Every bit of this comes with detailed instructions, and I hate instructions, but on King Fred, we're using the instructions. The goal today is to try to get the transmission married to the engine, possibly set it into place to where we can start figuring out a transmission mount. Transfer case will go on very last once it is installed. But we ordered us I think it's a 2002 F350 transfer case. It's a manual shift, so that way we can put it in here and make it easy. Now you see what we got. Oh, one thing we were gonna do. All right, so from DCS, we got a triple disc converter, ultra low stall. That's for the Cummins to the Ford. We got an adapter plate. We got a flex plate, engine mounts, sensor adapters, standalone harness for 12 valve, intake grid heater control module, quick 4 Ford 4R100 transmission controller, conversion friendly DPS swap 12 valve exhaust manifold. That's this right here. It's already installed. 19-inch stainless flexible turbo oil drain tube with gasket. They sent us the air intake. Cummins 1-wire alternator with tack output. It's right here. We got a radiator hose kit, XDP wrinkle black, HD gear reduction starter. That thing's sweet. The thermostat housing, including the gaskets and brackets. We got power steering line section and compression couplers. We got the AC adapter, the Dodge AC compressor to Ford AC lines. We got a throttle cable. We got throttle position sensor. We got a wiring TPS connector. That's for the throttle position sensor. Yeah, that's what we got from Diesel Conversion Specialists. Now, the real fun. I want to tell you guys everything that is done to this Cummins 12 valve because I don't even know. So this is gonna be a first, this is gonna be new for me too. We got an Industrial Injections 5.9 Cummins 12 valve. Bosch 94 to 98 5.9 liter 12 valve Cummins R2 64 LPM injectors, 120 horsepower. So this is all gibberish to me, and it might be gibberish to you too, but there are diesel guys on here that'll understand every single thing that I'm gonna read on here, so I'm gonna read it to them. So if you don't know diesels and you don't care about them, listen anyway, because it's kind of interesting. A regulator 6280 03 to 04.80T-HSG. No clue what that is. A remanufactured injection pump, 370 to 390 cc at 4,000 RPM. We have an industrial injection P pump, .078 line set, pre-bent stainless steel. That's all this beautifulness right here. I love how clean these lines are. A Dodge 12 valve billet PDM kit. That's all the billet aluminum on here. They make that stuff down in Richfield, Utah. We got a 12 valve Cummins return line washer. We got 6 of those. Engine installation gasket set, a billet freeze plug kit. We got a billet fuel pump block off plate. We got an industrial injection sealing washer, a Cummins dipstick tube block insert. That's that down there. 5.9 Dodge Cummins turbo oil drain tube, timing pins. We got a timing pin O-ring, cover bolt O-ring, a 4-inch pipe diameter flange. Back here on the outlet of the turbo. We got a 4-inch V-band clamp. We got an intake flange. That's this right here. Oh no, I don't know where it is. You know what, whatever. We got the fast fuel system. That is what's over in this box. So Fast stepped up and sent us a fast fuel system. It's an externally mounted fuel pump system that goes on the frame. How awesome this is. That's our fuel pump. That is gonna mount to the back of King Fred. It's got dual fuel filters, and it is gonna pump its little heart out for King Fred. So it comes with all the lines, it comes with the wiring, it comes with everything you need to install this correctly. So, and then last but not least, they sent us their driven break-in oil for this. So we're gonna run this for 500 miles on driven break-in oil, and then we're gonna change the oil back out. And we're gonna be getting all the oil and all the additives and everything from industrial injection, because that's what they do, they sell that stuff. So anyway, super, super incredibly grateful for the opportunity to even get to run an industrial injection 12 valve. These guys are awesome. I've wanted an industrial 12 valve since I was like 20. From the first time I saw the D-Rod. Now, Hillbilly is on a tow, so as soon as he gets back, I'm gonna have him muscle mania that transmission into place so that we can put it in. Thank you, Industrial Injections. Thank you, Diesel Conversion Specialists. They came through to the point where if I didn't get their support, I wouldn't be able to put this in King Fred. We'd have the old 460, probably put a little bit of paint on it, and still be old, worn out, broken down Ford tow truck. But now, King Fred's gonna be a king.
Yeah, I'll get you this stuff coming, and I will email you an email with some information.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate your help. All right, so that was Will with Diesel Conversion Specialists. We were just going over the grid heater. So I am going to put a grid heater in it, but I'm going to need some solenoids, and I'm going to need a few other things, which I have a Cummins down in Centerfield. So I think we're going to take a road trip.
You also have one at the other lot too.
Oh, well, let's go look at that one. So let's go look at it, and then let's go down to Centerfield and go actually pull the bracket. Because he said that this bracket is nearly impossible to get. So we'll go take this P-pump throttle bracket.
Going to be grabbing some screwdrivers, two different sizes, some pliers, some wire cutters, 1/4-inch socket set, 1/4-inch gun. Between this right here and that case right there, we should have everything we need. So let's go.
To the Batmobile?
To the Batmobile.
All right. Now what we're here for is to figure out how the grid heater works and the throttle and everything else. Oh, J bracket. Right there. But no, it's
there.
Why is my batteries gone?
I was wondering the same thing.
Somebody stole my batteries. Oh my heck.
They probably tried to steal the truck and it wouldn't move, so they took just the
They
batteries.
took the batteries to go charge them so they could come back and steal it, but then they got lazy. So I see the grid heater.
Right here's a better view of the.
Yeah, where's the relays that run the grid heater?
Right there.
Yeah, there we are. That's what we need a picture of. So we need a grid heater, solenoid assembly. We need a grid heater. Napa sells them. We need that sensor, which
You
is
have a grid heater, don't you?
intake pressure sensor. We need a temperature sensor. We're just gonna take some pictures. Looks like these are some large gauged wires. And then I'll bet these are grounds. I think that's all we need to look at on this one. Let's go down to Centerfield and look at the other one. I think the other one's gonna be the exact same, but you know what? There's only one way to find out. So let's go down to Centerfield to the auxiliary lot. Hopefully it's not muddy. Anyway, let's go take a look at that 12 valve and possibly steal some stuff from it. All right, we are down at the boneyard, and I legitimately forgot about how many vehicles I have here. I think I have a problem. And just so you're all aware, nothing's for sale.
Yeah. You know when you have a problem, you have to buy storage units to put your car in.
We legitimately have 8 storage units with vehicles in them. It appears to me as if this was a waste of our time to come down here, because this is a farm truck. So those have fusible links in them, Hillbilly. We could take these wires off and just take them. Let's at least do that. Let's take the wiring. Now we're on the hunt for a bracket that we need. We need a throttle position sensor bracket for our 12 valve Cummins. This, believe it or not, folks, runs. It's O-Dog's birthday! It also would have been my brother-in-law's 30th birthday today. But we're happy he's here, so we're gonna take him and eat some lunch. He's 13 today.
23.
Shh. Oh. He is 13 today. It was a waste of time coming down here, except for I was able to reminisce on my problem that I have. It's not a drug addiction, it is a car buying problem. Let's go grab some lunch and head back to the shop. All right, so happy birthday, Owen. Thanks for having a birthday.
Happy birthday, Owen.
So lunch was very good. Now that we've wasted 3 hours of our day, let's get back to the shop and go actually get some stuff done. See you at the shop.
Okay, so Robbie wants a bunch of stuff moved because we got to get that truck around so we can pull parts off of that for Fred. We need this, so we're gonna see if it actually starts today. From what I know, the track record of this starting is not very high, so.
Come on. Oh yeah.
I'm gonna give you a little bit of walkthrough of what we gotta move. Owen got the telehandler started up, fired up first try. He must have the lucky touch. Oh, look who we found! Sleeping on the job. Hey, buddy. You liking the new Ford already? We gotta move this. We'll let Bobby do his thing for a minute, but we gotta move this because this is gonna be our parts truck. Everything that we're gonna be using is coming from this Ford. We got this Jeep that's in the way. We got this G-Wagon. We got to get this down at the storage unit. This is going to be, it's put on the list for another project. We'll have to move all this, King Fred's doors, panels, hood, fenders, the rack, and then the frame that Owen was talking about is Robbie's Jeep frame right here. So we'll move that and the Derby car on top of the shipping container. First things first is we got the telehandler. We'll let it warm up and then we'll go level this, set the Jeep frame and the Derby car on top of the shipping container.
Yep.
And then we'll move the G-Wagon into the storage and then all that other stuff.
So after searching for 10 days, I called up my buddy Weston Champlin, and lo and behold, guess who had exactly what we needed? Weston. The difference you can see,
Manual and automatic.
yep, is the difference between manual and automatic. Same bracketry, different that. I'm gonna bolt this on just so that it's on there. And then this we're gonna actually send back to Weston. Let him keep it. Because he's so kind. He doesn't need the throttle position sensor like we do. Anyway, we did all that driving.
Did all that driving.
And Weston had him the whole time. Luckily he was able to ship it to me from Japan real quick. What I've got to do, I'm gonna get this put on, and then Hillbilly and Owen, they're gonna go start getting the outside figured out. We got a Derby car that's got to move. We've got a G-Wagon that needs to move. We got a Mini Cooper that needs to move. We got a Jeep frame that needs to move because snow's coming. And we need to get the Ford donor truck out back here to where we can rip it apart. We're gonna be bouncing back and forth a little bit. Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to lift from the top. So I'm going to boom Owen up or have him climb up. I don't know what he plans on doing, but he's going to get up there somehow. So that way we can level the container. Right now it looks like it just needs to be leveled side to side. Front to back it looks okay, but we have a level to check for sure.
I
don't know if I fully trust Hillbilly's driving, so I'm just going to climb up.
You be careful up there, Owen. It's your birthday.
Yeah.
There's your sword, mate. Go a little bit. Oh. Okay, we got that all leveled out. Now, Hillbilly had a good point. We're gonna grab the Jeep frame and set it on this side where that drain is so it can straddle the drain. Then we'll put the Derby car on the back side here.
So I'm going to pick up the front of this, swing it around so it's sideways. I'll come in, pick it up, go in, jimmy my way itself so I'm in line with the container, put it up there, lower it down, back up, and jimmy my way back out of there.
I need Hillbilly's help inside with the transmission, and so I came out to talk to him, and it's been a little while since I've ran one of these, so let's lift this car up.
It's starting to tear.
It's starting to tear.
Oh, go back down. Want to blue strap the whole thing?
All right, this isn't gonna work. So we're gonna grab our big blue straps and just lift it like we should. I think that'll be a good place for it for the winter.
Beautiful.
It'll clear up this area. We got some wrecked cars over there, but they can stay for now. All right, we got him up there. Now we just need to get the G-Wagon out of here.
We're all three trying to push this thing.
It weighs as much as a tank, it feels like.
Yeah, with these little Go-Jack wheels. This rough asphalt. Making some progress, huh?
Yeah, but it'd be a lot nicer if it just started up and drove.
I know.
Because then we could just drive it to where we're storing it.
Hey, we're starting to get it clean though.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen this be able to go through this way.
I used to keep it clean. And then we stuck this there because we was working on it and then was waiting for insurance things. And then it was kind of blocking, so everything just got... So now we got to get rid of the poof.
All right, we're gonna run these down to the storage unit and get them put away for the winter. Now it's come this way now.
Hey, let's grab the back of this, pick it up, and scoot it over.
No, we're fine.
Hey, you're good.
I'll be fine.
Pacer's supposed to be there for the backrest.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with this.
Beautiful.
Yeah. You know what? Louisa, the G-Wagon, and the Pacer. They're all put away for the winter. Sleep tight, sweetheart. And you didn't think it'd fit. Nobody thought that'd fit. All right, so another thing that we gotta do that just got added to the list is the Lamo. Heavy D just let me know that I'm invited to the Snowed In series again in January. We wanna put this on tracks for the snow. So we're gonna get it out, and Sean is gonna work on side panels and getting a roll cage in it. And once we get that, we're gonna put all the interior back in it and get this thing on some tracks. So we gotta move some cars around. We got this pile of junk derby car that's gotta be hauled off to scrap. We got this car that's beautiful that needs to be moved. That truck's gotta be moved. The old Lamo out of here. So we got a lot of stuff to move around.
Feel good to drive this thing again?
Yeah, I just had to make a 20,000 point turnaround.
I like your seat.
Tire full of water.
I didn't think you're gonna sit in it like that.
You told me to.
No, I sat on top of it.
I'm on top of it.
Are you guys excited to see the Lamo running again and driving, and possibly, not possibly, it's going to be going snowed in, but tracks.
All right, so we just had to send Colton to the post office to take you guys' awesome packages that you guys have supported us by buying merch. Damry's fulfilling your orders, which I think is super cool. Owen is running to the scrapyard to get rid of a derby car. Hillbilly is gonna be my backer-upperer.
And you're going to be the wheels.
Yeah, I'm gonna be the wheel holderer. So anyway, we're gonna try to do this. Should we get headset? Well, we can use our phone. I'll just call him. This will be our headset for the day.
Hello.
All right, let's try to do this clean and not hit anything. Swing me around, Batman. Slow down, I can't get her straight. Oh my gosh, hold on. Whoop. Steering is slipping. Okay, go a little, very slow, very demure.
What does demure mean?
I have no idea. It says it on TikTok. Okay, we got this under control. We're gonna get this around to the other side.
That the best thing to turn ever.
Dude, this thing is terrible. And I've got the greatest backer-upper on planet Earth. Hey. Oh, he's still on the phone. Oops. So Hillbilly and Owen actually did some investigating, and they realized that they can cut 2 beds out of this. One for Owen and one for Hillbilly. They're gonna cut it in half. Now we gotta figure out how much to charge them both. Whoa! All right, so Hillbilly just about killed us. Now you gotta somehow get it all the way through the bud. Once he gets that stuck, it's gonna be a good recovery video. Nobody will ever know who went through there. Mission accomplished. That may have taken us all day long, but you know what? Now we got the Lamo here, the donor truck there, we got the Derby car here, we got the Jeep frame there. All sorts of room to work now. And the G-Wagon and the Mini. Now we got the sides, so Sean is gonna start rebuilding these. You're gonna have to check back on another video to see all this. But we're gonna get new sides put in it, or put on it. And then Hillbilly gets the luxury of putting the entire interior back together. We got that all down in the storage unit. The Lamo is coming back to life, baby! You're gonna put the entire Lamo back together. Say yay.
Yay!
Say yay, I'm so excited.
Yay! He's so excited.
Yay! All right, Radiator showed up today. Now this is for a diesel, a 7.3 diesel to be exact, and we're gonna use it. This should sufficiently cool a diesel with room to spare, and the intercooler should go around the radiator. That's what we wanted, sweetie. So it's gonna work. I read some forums and they said to use a 2003 Dodge intercooler on your 92 with your 12 valve swap. We have plenty of intercooler, plenty of cooling. We got a AC condenser coming. That's all we're gonna do today. Tomorrow we're gonna mount the transmission to the engine, and then that is as far as we can go because we have nothing else to be able to do anything else. But that's just the way life goes. So just like Matt said last Sunday, you guys might think that we don't do much, but we're constantly doing things, and sometimes we have delays. It is tomorrow. All right, it is the next day, and all we have to do now, the final piece to the puzzle,
Final countdown.
is put a transmission on the engine, and then the engine's gonna install itself, right?
Correcto.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I don't feel like lifting it.
Yep, so here we go. Oh, sorry, I'm really exerting myself.
Here you go, pick up the transmission.
I'm not good with transmissions. I got an idea though.
Oh, hey, Owen.
Oh, hi, Owen.
There he is.
Nice to see you today.
I'm glad I don't have to do all the heavy lifting once in a while.
So we have this torque converter that weighs 10 billion pounds. I Loctited every bolt.
Red or blue?
Blue.
Should've done red.
No.
You know, red had-
No, I feel like it's gonna be us that has to take it apart at some point. Oh.
You might want to move that. Did you put fluid in it? Once it dries above.
We need some fluid. All right, we're gonna grab some transmission fluid. We're gonna put a quart in this torque converter. Sean's a good person, he'll lift it.
Me and Colton lifted it out of the truck, carried it in the shop.
Oh, there. Then what am I doing here? Have at her.
You had to replace how many in your truck in the last 2 years?
I know.
You know, my favorite thing is listening to Hillbilly and Owen complain about each other's Fords, but then absolutely love them. They will just go to bat over their Fords, even though they both complain about them.
Oh, I'm not.
Oh, yeah, see, and then they deny. When have I ever complaining about their Fords?
Neither one. Complain about your Ford, and then you'll.
Yeah, neither one of them. Owen drives a Honda Civic. Hillbilly drives a Trekker. Neither one of them drive their Fords.
Better on Petro than... and mine's not licensed.
Shh! Don't be saying that publicly.
That's why I don't drive it.
Golly. All right, Hillbilly, since you're the Ford expert, put it in there.
Are you going to Loctite these bolts?
No, absolutely not. I've learned my lesson with Loctite.
What about locking washers? They don't vibrate loose.
Nope.
Don't fit.
Shut up, it fits. Put it on. I already checked it. Hillbilly thinks he's funny.
Needs to go more.
Yeah. I think that's it. He did it! Yay! Hillbilly! Up top. Yay. See, if you high five him sideways, he can't punch you when he high fives you. Okay, we got to figure out. I think me and OJ are gonna have to use a ratchet strap at the front and Hillbilly on the back, and we're gonna He-Man Woman Hate this in.
He-Man Woman Haters.
We're part of the He-Man Woman Haters Club.
What movie is it off of?
The
The
Rascals.
Rascals, obviously.
I was having a brain fart, but
Obviously.
I watched that movie a lot. That and Forrest Gump.
Okay, well, you guys aren't going to be able to watch this because Colton's going to have to do some guiding. What we did, and it ended up working, we put these long bolts on the top as guide rails. And I was able to get my hand in there, get everything positioned correctly to slide this transmission onto the 12 valve. It worked. We're geniuses. We're going to get some blue Loctite on all these bolts, get them in, get them tight. We got to do the torque converter bolts, which are going to be uber fun. Now, kids, remember, Loctite can be your frenemy. If you don't like the person, make sure you use red. Blue is forgiving. Red. Not forgiving. We want to make sure this stays tight because this is a diesel, and if it's not tight, it'll rattle. It's going to rattle, 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 bang, bang. Everything will come out. Absolutely hate to pull this transmission out. So we're going to hope that we never blow this transmission.
But actually, they're not bad to do. Because this one you can move the whole doghouse
Oh yeah, that's
and
true.
access everything.
That is true. Hillbilly has a good point. Got it all on? We'll get all these torque converter bolts in, and there's like 50 of them. There's actually 8, but it seems like 50. I don't know that this is gonna work. So we might have to do like Hillbilly said and put them on in the bottom, but we can't wrench them because it's inset. All right, here's the magic sauce. Start it with that, end it with that. There's just enough room. All right, Hillbilly, turn me.
That didn't work.
Oh.
Can you access that on the bottom?
No. What we're gonna do is put some battery cables on to get away from that drain so we don't arc out. But the plan is to try to use the starter to turn it over to where we can get the bolts in. It might just cold start.
Ooh.
You never know. I guess we'll see.
Okay, you ready?
Let's see.
We're turning it over by hand right now.
We don't know what's up with the starter.
Yeah, thumbs up the starter. Turning it over by hand and going to put one on individually and tighten it down and then move to the next.
All right, so I think that the starter was just a little bit bound. So I'll get that put back on. Then we'll try it again. But Hillbilly's got all the bolts in the torque converter, and Owen's got to take off and head to Metal Mart to get some metal for the lamo. So, yeah, we accomplished what we set out to do. I want to say a big thank you to Diesel Conversion Specialists and Industrial Injection for the conversion kit and for this awesome 12-valve Cummins. Now, don't forget, our giveaway ends tomorrow night at midnight. Don't miss out. And as always, we appreciate you. If you enjoyed this video, go check out this one.